Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chimney Swift here, and welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. Today, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how the new potions work, the new poisons work in the new Dark Brotherhood update. So personally, I actually haven't played a whole lot of the Dark Brotherhood stuff, apart from the videos that you guys saw a couple days ago. I've been going back and doing like old quests in Orsinium and stuff, but one of the things I have tackled so far is figuring out the poisons, how to make them, and I've unlocked all of the like possible combinations for the reagents and all that stuff. So that's what this video is today, and let's get to it. I'm going to show you guys how this works. So this video really isn't going to be geared towards like potion making, because alchemy is basically now, alchemy was just only used for making potions, but now you can make potions and poisons. What are poisons? Well, let's first talk about that. Poisons are a new sort of element to the game that are basically, they're equipable, but they basically take place of your weapon enchant. So if you take a look at like this bow here, there's a disease enchantment on that, but there's slots over here for both of your weapons that are for poisons, and you can equip any number of poisons that you make, buy, trade people for, however you get your hands on them. You can find them on mobs, all that stuff. And what this does is, instead of using when you attack with that weapon that has a poison equipped, instead of that weapon using its weapon enchant, it will instead has a chance of using a poison. So weapons have a 100% chance of using their enchantment on them once every 4 seconds. Poisons, on the other hand, have, it says here on the tooltip, it says there's a 20% chance on light or heavy attacks or weapon abilities for you to use that poison. So for example, this cloudy damage health poison here, it says it will deal 1,244 poison damage per second for 2.8 seconds. So like if that procs and goes off on an enemy, whether it's in PvP or PvE, it's added damage. But when it comes down to doing builds and stuff like that, you want to obviously make sure, like, is using a weapon enchant more beneficial to you or a poison? But this definitely adds more options. So that's sort of what they are, and they're really awesome. So like for example, if I wanted to put this here, I would just slot that there, and then when I am using my bow, I actually have a chance, 20% chance with light, heavy, and weapon abilities to light attacks, heavy attacks, weapon abilities for that poison to be used. So how do you make them if you want to make them? Well, I would definitely recommend everybody in the game upgrading their alchemy to level 50, because you just get some really nice passives from that as well. But the way poisons work now versus the way potions work is potions are created with water. So there's different levels of water here. We've got like Stardew, Lorcan's Tears, Cloud Mist, Filtered Water, Clear Water. But poisons actually use oil. So things like grease, slime, night oil, and then the highest one is this Alkahest. And I've got a bunch of these because I've been killing a ton of mobs in PvE and just collecting these like crazy, so it's awesome. So when you want to make a poison, you're going to take your solvent here, you're going to use whatever one you want, whatever level that you can use. So if you're like just starting out to the game, you won't be able to use a champion point 150 level poison here. You might want to start with something like level 3 or level 20, depending on what your level is. Once you've reached that high level, you can use any of these, but obviously the highest level ones are going to have the most impact. They're going to do the most damage or give you the best stats based on what you're trying to make. Now, within this update, they've also added a bunch of different and new reagents. So they've added things now like spider eggs, scrib jelly, butterfly wings, beetle scuttle, fleshfly larva, nightshade. There's a mudcrab chitin that I don't believe I have right now. I think I ran out of those. Torchbug thorax. So all of these things can be used in making poisons. They also can be used with the old reagents, such as like violet coprinus, mountain flowers, dragon thorns, depending on what kind of combinations you want. So I would definitely encourage you guys to research this stuff and figure out, like what each of these do. I will, just for a little cheatsies, I'll put a little graphic on the screen right now showing you guys what each of these do, so that might help you in discovering what each of the reagents do. But for example, let's say I wanted to make some sort of a reduce speed poison. I want to hit my enemy with a poison that reduces their speed. We're going to start here with a spider egg, so we'll find a reduced speed, and basically what we want to do is just match up that trait with something else that I have that has reduced speed. So, let's see. That will not do it because this is has speed. This would be a decent poison, but that's not what I'm looking for this specific example. So let's see if we can find another one that has reduced speed. What do you want to bet? It's like the mud crab. Oh, here we go. Wormwood. So actually I want to mix this with an old reagent like that's been around for forever. So this poison, if I were to make it, would apply hindrance to my target, reducing their movement speed by 50% for 10 seconds. There are also, let's see, there are also other ones that you can make that like reduce the enemy's speed and increase your speed. So let me see if I can find one of those. Maybe, nope, that won't do it. Looking for speed here. Speed for this example. I might not have all of it. Let's see. Mobilizes your target. That's not what we want for this example. But basically you just want to play around with stuff. Let's see here. Yeah. So you want to play around with different things. There's tons and tons of combinations of different things you can make. Also, every time you make a poison in this interface, you will get, if you have all of your points into alchemy and you've got everything into all this chemistry passive level up. So with potions, you'll actually, for every one potion you make, you're gonna get 4 out of that. With poisons though, it's multiplied. So for every one poison you make, if you've got chemistry leveled up, you're gonna make 16. So it produces let's see, 12 extra, yeah. So the tooltip says produces 3 extra potions. So making 1 would be 4, and then for poisons, if you make 4, it would be plus 12, which is 16. So that's really, really nice because these are you're gonna eat through a whole stack of poisons really, really quick, especially if you're in like PvP or whatever. So just some example poisons that I made before this video, so you guys can take a look here. There is this one I was talking about, the hindrance to your target, reducing their movement speed. The conspicuous poison, it marks your victim, permitting you to see them while stealth for 10 seconds. So like, this is the type of poison that if you want to go up against a Nightblade, or you're going up against a Nightblade and you've got this on your weapon and you hit them with this, they're gonna try and go invisible because they're Nightblades. That's usually what they do. And with this poison applied to them, they will be visible for 10 seconds. So they might cast a couple, invisibilities, cloaks or whatever, and they'll be burning mana because, hey, you can see them and they're like wondering what's going on. So that's kind of useful. Damage health poison right here. So this is going to deal poison damage over 4.5 seconds, and it's also going to apply minor fracture to your victim, reducing their physical resistance. So that's kind of cool. Down here we've got some different ones here. Defiling. So this one is going to inflict minor defile, which is going to reduce healing to your victim by 15%. Enervating poison here applies minor enervation to your victim, reducing all critical damage. Then there's like some crazier ones that you can make. I think I've got a couple in here. I believe I made some last night that have multiple effects. So like this one here, resolve draining poison, okay? This is going to inflict minor fracture to your target and grant you minor resolve, reducing the opponent's physical resistance and increasing your physical resistance. So it's gonna like lower their armor and increase your armor for 3.5 seconds. This poison will also inflict minor vulnerability to your target and grants you minor protection. So it's going to increase the damage that your victim takes by 8%, and it's going to reduce the damage that I take by 8% for 1.6 seconds. So it's not long, but if this thing were to go off in the right moment, it could honestly save your life for this specific poison. Here's the one I was talking about with speed draining. Reduces their movement speed by 50% and increases your movement speed by 30%. Great poison for trying to get away. And let's see here. There's tons and tons and tons of combinations that you can make, guys. It's really, really, really cool. I've been sort of trying to test this out a little bit and mess around and just sort of see what different combinations you can make. Of course, unlocking the, you're definitely gonna wanna unlock the laboratory use passive here, which is gonna allow the use of up to 3 reagents. So you're gonna be able to make a lot more like complicated poisons and stuff like that. But I would definitely encourage you guys to just play around with the different combinations here of, you know, of poisons, with the different reagents, see what you can make. Once you've unlocked all the stuff, there's just a whole plethora of new and fun, you know, poisons that you can apply to your weapons. So like I said at the beginning of the video, there's only a 20% chance every 10 seconds for this to be applied, but because it is, all these are on 10-second cooldowns. But that's pretty much it. Like, it's fairly self-explanatory. They basically act just like weapon enchants, but they just have a slightly less proc chance. But on the other end of things, like, you definitely get more unique things that you're able to do. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more content, please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to be posting some more ESO stuff soon. Also, I got like a new build going on, so I'll talk about that a little bit later, but I'm going to probably be doing some more PvP stuff because I know a lot of you guys have wanted to see some PvP, so I'm very excited to get back into that. But guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace!